Today, we're going to unlock the secret to taking your cooking from, pretty good to absolutely unforgettable, right in your own kitchen. We're talking about mastering flavor by harnessing the incredible power of herbs and spices.
You ever have that moment? You cook something, you taste it, and you just think, it's missing something. And maybe you find yourself reaching for that salt shaker just a little too often to try and, punch up the flavor. It's a super common feeling, but believe me, there is a much more exciting way to cook.
And the best part? The solution isn't some fancy, complicated chef technique. No, it's about something that's totally accessible, it's natural, and it's probably sitting in your kitchen cabinet right this second. So, what is this big secret to amazing flavor? Well, it's all about the world of aromatics. This is truly the key to building deep, complex, and really memorable flavors in every single dish you decide to make. So, what exactly are aromatics? It sounds kind of fancy, but it's really just the umbrella term that covers both herbs and spices. Their entire job, their whole reason for being, is to add character, aroma, and of course, fantastic flavor to your food. And here is a huge, huge benefit. When you really get the hang of using aromatics, you'll find you naturally start using less salt. It's because you're adding so much incredible complex flavor that you just don't need it as much. It's a total win-win for your health and your taste buds. Okay, let's dive into the first major category, fresh herbs, or as the French so beautifully call them, fines herbes. I want you to think of these as the bright, green, vibrant top notes in your own personal culinary symphony. This right here breaks down the fundamental difference between the two, and it's a real game changer. So herbs, they're typically the delicate leaves of a plant. Their essential oils are pretty volatile, which is a fancy way of saying they fade with heat, so you add them right at the end of cooking. Spices, on the other hand, they come from the tougher parts. We're talking seeds, roots, bark, and they actually need heat at the beginning to really wake up and release all that flavor. So the golden rule for most herbs is all about timing. For things like basil, parsley, or cilantro, you want to toss them in right before you serve to keep that fresh, powerful aroma. But of course, there are exceptions. Those tough, woody herbs like rosemary, thyme, sage, and bay leaf, they're sturdy enough to handle the heat. You can add them early on, and they'll slowly infuse their flavor through a long simmer. Okay, what if a recipe calls for fresh herbs, but all you've got is the dried stuff in a jar? No problem at all. Just remember this super simple 3-to-1 ratio. Drying really concentrates the flavor, so you only need about a third of the amount. So if it says 15 milliliters of fresh, that's about a tablespoon, you'll use just 5 milliliters or 1 teaspoon of dried. Easy. And here's a fantastic pro tip so you never have to waste those beautiful bunches of fresh herbs again. Freeze them. Seriously, just chop them up, pop them into an ice cube tray, cover them with a little bit of oil, and stick them in the freezer. Then you'll have these perfect, ready-to-use flavor bombs you can just drop into sauces or sautés for months to come. Let's look at an absolutely classic pairing, basil. I mean, it's the star of pesto, obviously, but its sweet, kind of peppery flavor is just a natural soulmate for tomatoes in any form. Whether it's a fresh caprese salad or a rich, slow-simmered pasta sauce, it just tastes like an Italian summer. All right, so we've covered those fresh, bright high notes. Now let's get into the deep, powerful base notes of the flavor world, spices. And here's that key rule again, because it's worth repeating. It's the exact opposite of delicate herbs. Spices need heat and time. Adding them right at the start of your cooking, maybe when you're sautéing your onions and garlic, allows their amazing complex flavors to fully bloom and infuse the entire dish. You want to instantly level up your spice game? Toast them. Trust me on this. Just before you're going to use them, toss whole spices like cumin or coriander seeds into a dry pan over medium heat. In just a minute or two, your whole kitchen will fill with this incredible aroma. It's one simple step that makes a world of difference in the final taste. Just think about cinnamon. It's the perfect example of a spice that comes from tree bark. Its warm, sweet, aromatic flavor is just essential in everything from apple pies and compotes to morning cinnamon rolls. It brings this cozy depth that you just can't get from anything else. And then you've got a powerhouse spice like turmeric. It does double duty. Not only does it add this wonderful, warm, earthy flavor, but its vibrant color can completely transform a dish, giving that beautiful golden hue to rice, curries, and lentil soups. So once you start to understand individual herbs and spices, that's when the real fun begins. Now we can talk about combining them. This is the art of the blend, where cultures all over the world have created these signature flavor profiles that really tell a story. A timeless classic from France is Herbes de Provence. It's this beautiful mix of dried herbs like thyme, rosemary, and savory. You sprinkle it on something, and it instantly transports you to a sunny afternoon in the south of France. It's perfect for grilled meats, roasted veggies, and of course, a classic ratatouille. Now let's travel over to North Africa for Ras El Hanout. This name literally translates to head of the shop, which means it's the absolute best blend the spice merchant has to offer. I mean, it can contain dozens of spices, sometimes up to 50. It's incredibly complex, warm, fragrant, and it is the signature flavor of amazing dishes like tagine and couscous. And of course, there's curry powder. Now here's the thing. Curry isn't one single spice. It's a concept. It's a blend of spices that changes wildly from region to region, family to family, even dish to dish. It's usually built on a base of things like turmeric, cumin, and coriander, and it's this incredibly versatile foundation for countless meat, fish, and vegetable dishes. Okay, so we've covered the basics, the key differences, and some absolutely classic blends. Now, it's over to you. It's your turn to get in the kitchen and start to play. And this, right here, is probably the most important takeaway from all of this. Don't be intimidated. Using herbs and spices is deeply, deeply personal. It's all about your taste, your palate, and your creativity. There are no strict rules you have to follow, just these helpful guidelines to get you started on your journey. So really, the most important thing is just to begin. Open your spice cabinet, grab some fresh herbs from the store, and just think a little differently about the meal you're going to make tonight. So, what's it going to be? Which new flavor are you going to explore?